Hey oil campers, my name is MaryCatherine Harper, and I wanted to share with you one of my absolute favorite doTERRA products. I have a lot of favorite oils, but this is probably my favorite product outside of just the oils. And it is the Digestin TerraZyme. And before I jump into the awesomeness of it, I will just highlight the fact that it is part of the Digestin line. So it's got some amazing tummy taming essential oils in it. So right off the bat, you can know that this is going to be for your digestive system. And what I love about it, and really kind of why I even started investigating it, is because my family has a history of just digestive issues. I was born with digestive issues. And so I really just started doing some digging, started taking the TerraZyme, and found that I love it. And once I understood the science behind it, I loved it even more. So I want to share just a little bit about that. So TerraZyme is a supplemental digestive enzyme. So our bodies actually produce a natural level of digestive enzymes, but they're not really meant to. It's kind of like this backup process that our bodies were designed with, which is really cool if you think about it. But we're supposed to be getting those digestive enzymes from whole foods and things like fresh fruits and vegetables and seeds and nuts, and those contain those digestive enzymes which really help break down the foods that we're eating. It's going to help with the metabolic process. You have metabolic enzymes that are in your body, and so it's going to allow those to flourish, and it's also going to help your body absorb the nutrients that it's actually consuming. It's going to help with, the toxic waste process. And so they're so incredibly critical to our bodies. And here's the interesting thing. So when we cook those raw foods, when we eat processed foods or refined foods, it's actually missing those digestive enzymes. And that's a problem because now our body is going to go into that emergency backup and it's going to start producing it on its own, which sounds really great, except for the fact that it takes away from the ability to produce the metabolic enzymes in your body. It cannot do both at the same time. So what happens is when we're eating foods that lack those enzymes and our bodies are producing those enzymes, and we then cannot produce the metabolic enzymes, you're going to feel really low on energy. You're going to feel like you're carrying a lot of extra weight in areas that you don't want to carry. And so when we can fuel our bodies with these digestive enzymes, it backs off the need for that backup reserve that our body is so good at, and it can increase the metabolic enzymes. How cool is that? And so the TerraZyme, the way that you can incorporate it into your diet is if you are eating a meal that is really high in natural raw foods like salads and nuts and things that are unrefined and unprocessed, you probably just need one of these. The reality is that you really need to be taking TerraZyme at every single meal, because even our foods that have the digestive enzymes in them, it's not enough to carry us through the rest of our American normalized diet, which for most people includes more refined and more cooked foods than not. So we want to take at least one with every meal. And then if you're intaking a lot of fatty foods, a lot of processed foods, then you can take up to 3 of these capsules. And because it also has the digestin in it, which includes the peppermint, ginger, and caraway seed, it's going to tame any sort of digestive issues that you are experiencing. But then it's also going to pump your body with those enzymes. So your body's going to know exactly what to do with that food that you're eating. Now, I will say this is not an excuse to eat whatever you want, right? We want to be good to our bodies and we want to take care of them. But it is just speaking to the power of these beautiful enzymes that we need, and the power of this supplement specifically, I'll tell you just a really quick personal story. Told you I was born with digestive issues. And typically I have the opposite reaction of most people who are lactose intolerant. Okay, most people, it cleans them out. Me, it's total opposite. And most everything is just that way for me. And it leaves me feeling, especially after several days, it leaves me feeling so bloated and just so yucky. But I started taking the TerraZyme with my meals, especially meals that I know that my body has a harder time dealing with. And y'all, I immediately, I say immediately, within like 15 minutes, that just nasty feeling of just carrying around a food baby, as we call it in my house, was gone. And I am a regular goer. I know this is like totally TMI, but it's so relevant, especially if you just knew my history. I'm a regular goer, which is huge, and I feel overall like I have so much more energy. So I can't speak enough about TerraZyme. If you are somebody who struggles, or even if you're not, like, they're just so important to have as a part of our diet and just a part of our overall internal wellness and the holistic approach of just giving our body what it needs so that it can work like a really well-oiled machine. So I hope that you'll give TerraZyme a try, and I hope that this has been really informative and inspiring for you.